good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. I am Kodili-nye. Welcome back again to our channel. Thank you for always joining this channel. You are highly welcome. It's still a winter season. Returning subscribers, you are welcome. And new subscribers, I appreciate you. And may the good Lord be with you. It's a little bit windy today. It's been raining since yesterday. It rained cats and dogs, and we are here again. And we are going to discuss more today again on issues that is important to us. We are going to discuss important issues, and those issues are based on what the people wanted, and that's what we are going to discuss. Actually, it's very important for us to get them out of the way. We are going to discuss about Anambra State government, their performances so far, and Soludo, and what the people are saying, and what the people want to see from him, and the analysis and the performance so far, and what they want him to do, considering that he has another 2 years and 3 months or 4 months left of the end of his tenure. And that's what we are going to discuss today. Anambra State is a state in southeast of Nigeria, and with the capital at Awka. It has major cities of Onitsha, Nnewi, Awka, and Ekulobia. So we are going to discuss about the governor. The governor is called Professor Gov.Soludo. He was once a Nigerian central bank governor, and presently the governor of Anambra State. And he made a lot of promises. Some of them is turning the state into African Dubai, Taiwan, which is a bold statement from him. And people have been asking if that has happened yet. So we are going to discuss on that and others. So what's your opinion so far concerning him? So Ndi Anambra advises Mr. Soludo, or Governor Soludo. So we are going to discuss, I don't know what we're going to call this, but we are going to, based on the request, deal on his performance and what he needs to do. Soludo came at a time the state was battling poor infrastructure, especially the roads, dilapidated infrastructure, poor environmental management by the past governor Sawili Obiano, where the state was left in a commerce. The roads were, most of the city roads were become impassable because of low investment by the past governor Obiano, Sawili Obiano. And the sanitation level was in a shambles, and the water supply was nowhere to be found, and the insecurity was in a very frightening proportion that many people has to run from the state, and this has and this is one of the challenges, and a bit of high debt profile, which unexplained high debt profile without much to write home about. And Soludo was left with some uncompleted project like the International Convention Center, which although the building was completed, but most of the area, the landscaping and other things was not done. None of them. The major road leading to that place was not actually done, was not dualized, was nothing. Even the grasses littered the whole place. And the airport also, uncompleted airports, a lot of things that need to be done on the airport was not done. So the stadium, Awka Stadium, which was built, was also uncompleted. It was a mini stadium with a few skeletal seating, which was done. And the flyovers on the Awka was badly designed flyover that created a lot of bottleneck, traffic bottleneck along the key areas, and even the roads around it was not done as well. No beautification of the airport of the flyovers. So it was left in a very filthy state. There was no proper plan to beautify it or to make it to look like something that you can associate with Anambra people. So Nnewi was left completely in a squalor. Most of the roads collapsed. That businesses collapsed. Onitsha was not left. Was not better. The major roads leading to the major market, the biggest market in West Africa, which is Onitsha main market, Opiweka, was impassable. The Ochanja Isis was not done. Throughout the Sawili 8 years in power, he decided not to touch that place. He decided not to help the business people in that area. Even the flyovers was decorated with rubbish, with huge piles of refuse. I would have showed you some of the pictures, the clips. Maybe next time you would have seen what this man has to inherit. And Niger Street leading to main market, and other key roads leading to main market was in shambles that become impassable and was in a sorry state. The housing situation in Onitsha become unattainable. Investors were running from the great city of Onitsha because of fear of insecurity. The people they called non-government and hoodlums, criminals, was roaming about the streets, and many of the local government was under siege. The state was in complete shutdown, and it was terrible because you were expecting that Sawili Obiano would have done better because he started better in security. But after a while, a lot of sycophants and praise singers started singing Willie is walking, Willie is walking. And the man get into his head and he started thinking that he's actually walking without actually coming out in the street to actually check on the performance of what he was doing, and his how government was totally hijacked by those praise singers and sycophants. So, and the result was the Anambra people was left in a mess. Businesses and Onitsha and the businesses in Anambra State in general started migrating to other states, especially Asaba. And most of the key businessmen has to relocate on Asaba because the government in Anambra State has collapsed. Vital infrastructure has collapsed. The government has become, governance has become something of praise singing and hero worshipping, not on performance anymore. And many of the key people that you thought that would be advising the governors all kept quiet. All of them was singing praises, was talking about him, and that led to the downfall of his administration, which would have performed, considering the healthy financial status that was left behind by the previous administration of Mr. P2B, and the road network he left behind for him to consolidate on. The major road leading to Awka, which the expressway that was promised to dualize to 10-lane superhighway by even Sir Willie Obiano, was not done. It was making a reference of it all the time without putting even any stone on it. So Awka become like a hostage ground or a camp or prison yard, because to get into Awka costs you a lot of stress. So Onitsha Owe Road, although it was a federal highway, but as a responsible government should have looked into it and do it, because the federal government is incapable. They are very inefficient in delivering all those, because they basically sit in Abuja not minding what is happening. No plan to develop the economy or even the economy in the east, in the eastern Nigeria. So all these things was what Soludo, Professor Soludo inherited, and many others. It's a litany of maladministration and incompetency that was left behind for him to deal with. So now, and he also has to deal with all the hangouts and all those things, and financial challenge, because he has to look to source the revenue, because basically a lot of the state's revenue was hijacked by interest that was given out friends to the former government. It was basically the finances was in a bad state, because very little was returned to the state. The state should be getting not less than internally generated something like 10 billion every month from internal sources, but it was very, very poor what they were bringing, 1 point something billion, something of that, in spite that governor promised to be getting it to 5 billion monthly. So it was very poor. So, and at a point some people predicted that the state might collapse in few months. And the past governor was refuting that, saying that the state is one of the best performing states in Nigeria, which you know. So, but what waking the people is that when they saw what was happening in Ebonyi State, where massive infrastructural development was being done by that state, which have lower revenue than Anambra State. Major road dualization, major flyovers. I think 12 flyovers or 13 flyovers, including in a big, massive airport and a lot of other things. So people were even medical school, very gigantic, one of the best medical school in Nigeria, was being built at the same time. People were shouting, what's happening? What's wrong with Anambra State? And this is what Soludo met. And now Soludo started talking about tackling it immediately. So he has to focus to tackle all those mess. And people were actually hailing him because they were saying that it seems that it's a departure from talk and doing little. That he may be like somebody that will actually finally bring the type of governance that Anambra State required, because Anambra State people are very, very productive, but over the years they lack leadership. Somebody that can direct them, okay, we need to build all the roads, and you lead from the front, and the people will basically bring their resources and change the narrative. But they have not been opportune to have that type of government, in spite of this enormous gift they have in the state and enormous resources. So, lacking in leadership, proper leadership, somebody that can lead in front. So Soludo start talking about a lot of things, and almost 2 years after, people are now assessing what he has achieved so far. On rating of road infrastructure, they thought he awarded a lot of projects. People in the Anambra was saying that he awarded a lot of road infrastructure, which some of them is taking so long to complete them. Some of them, the contractors are virtually doing skeletal services on them. Some of the roads that are not up to 2 kilometers, some 1 kilometers, are taking almost 1 year, and nothing done. Especially some of the roads in Onitsha and some other areas. And they were saying that the government is quite slow in delivering all those key projects, considering that it has only 4 years, it has only 2 years, and 3 to 4 months left. So they are talking about there are so much talk about what he's going to do. Sorry about the noise, but especially in that key mantra of him, that the people demanded the roads. So they are saying that he should make efforts in speeding up this road, this thing. That if he does, that he will be remembered. His administration will be a success. I am still Kodili-nye. Remember, we don't paint things. We say it just like it is. And we are not fronting for anybody. We are just here to educate you, to tell you the real facts. And the real fact is what we are hearing. So another thing is, we are just talking about the roads, that the need for the governor of Anambra State or government of Anambra State to hasten things up, that the roads need to be hastened up, the contracts, and they're talking about the shoddy works being done by some of these contractors, that some of those contractors look like they lack capacity to deliver key jobs, especially major roads that are being awarded to them. Some people are saying that some of these contractors were unknown quantity and they don't have the necessary equipment to do such a work given to them. So that has created struggle on their own parts. We will be discussing more on this. Ndi Anambra advises Professor Soludo to hasten up on the infrastructural development of Anambra State because of the time running out. I think that will be maybe the the topic of this discussion. Thank you very much for joining us. I am still Kodili-nye. God bless you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, and may the Lord bless you. I am Kodili-nye. Bye.